Hello there guys, Aaron China here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this because a week or two ago we were flying high looking for top 2, looking for title. We're still in the top 6 race, we're still wanting to achieve a top 6 finish. And it's happened again. It's happened again. Like Grant McCann. He left for bigger money to Hull City, and now Darren Moore's gone to Sheffield Wednesday. What's going to happen to this club? What is actually going to happen? What's going? I can't even put any words together right now. Darren Moore has left for Sheffield Wednesday, a club that is in a relegation fight, is probably going to go to League 2 anyway, League 1 anyway. They need a new owner. What's the logic behind it? Unless it is a bigger club. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. They tried, and apparently according to the club, they tried everything they could to support him over the last 18 months. I think a factor in the decision was the fact that we had lost 4 out of the last 5 and we drew the 5th one. I think that might have been a factor in the decision. I think the poor run of form needed to change. You know, some people would have thought, well, some people are going to comment down below now and think, well, you know, 4 out of 5, no wins. You know, we could have got back on form at some point. Portsmouth could have been the day. I mean, maybe this leaving will create a bounce tomorrow against Portsmouth, but I don't know. It's sad because Darren Moore's been probably, in fact, no, not probably, 100% our best manager since Sean O'Driscoll. He's been our best manager since Sean O'Driscoll. He's got us to places that we didn't expect to get. We get so close to the championship. We're getting so close now, and this happens. It's also worth mentioning that the assistant manager Jamie Smith has also left, so it looks like he's joining Darren Moore as the assistant manager at Sheffield Wednesday. And in terms of who we've got in charge till the end of the season, it's Andy Butler. We've got a full statement from a BBC Sport article. Yes, that's right. We're on the breaking news banner at Sky Sports News at the minute as of recording this, and it's on BBC Sports. So we've made the news, but not in a good way because it might affect our season. I'm going to talk more about my thoughts on this and share what I think will happen to the season now. But before we do that, please like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss the YouTube video, and let's just talk about this story, this article, sharing the news. So, BBC Sport have confirmed that Championship side Sheffield Wednesday have appointed Darren Moore as their new manager. Wednesday have been managerless since the 28th of December, when Tony Pulis was sacked. After 10 matches at the helm with the club 23rd in the table. Moore had been in charge of Doncaster since July 2019. We made a lot of signings and departs with them 6th despite a run of 4 defeats in 5 games. Andy Butler has been named Rovers boss until the end of the season. Sheffield Wednesday's 3-2 defeat against Luton Town Saturday, their 4th consecutive loss, left them 6 points from safety. The former Jamaica defender Darren Moore, who played for Doncaster, Bradford, Portsmouth, West Brom, Derby, Barnsley and Burton, took over as West Brom boss initially on a caretaker basis when they were in the Premier League back in April 2018. He couldn't save the club from relegation and was sacked by the Baggies in March 2019 when they were 4th in the Championship. Moore will be in charge for Wednesday's Championship game against Rotherham United at Hillsborough. That'll be his first game in charge at Sheffield Wednesday. The chairman of Doncaster, David Blunt, this is an interesting statement, told the club website he was disappointed Moore has chosen to leave partway through what has been a season full of promise. He added, "We've made significant efforts to support Darren over the past 18 months to ensure he was able to build a team capable of challenging in the top 6. This includes supporting him through the past 2 transfer windows despite the difficult financial circumstances." And I agree with that. They have supported him. They've backed him past the 2 transfer windows. They've backed him 100%, so there's no excuses. "Our ambitions remain to achieve a top 6 finish, and we hope and expect that Andy will use this time to put himself in the prime position to secure the role on a permanent basis at the end of the season." Assistant manager Jamie Smith has also left the club with immediate effect. So there we go. That's the official news story on this. It's a weird situation, man. Now, obviously, the 72 We Love the Football League have put out their own article for 5 long-term candidates. So they've named Andy Butler, they've named Danny Cowley, they've named Paul Higginbottom, who knows what it takes to get out of the 3rd tier and getting Barnsley up via the playoffs. They've got Nigel Atkins for experience and Phil Parkinson. Now, let's just talk about those 5 individually. Andy Butler, club legend, absolute club legend. I think he's good on a temporary basis until the end of the season. He's manager of Doncaster Bells. In my opinion, just focus on Doncaster Bells next season. Just focus on that, as well as playing for Rovers, obviously, if you sign an extension as a player. And if you want to be an assistant coach, then fair play, be an assistant coach. I'd go for it as assistant, but I wouldn't go for it on a permanent basis as manager. Don't do what Man United did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Don't, go on a good run and then suddenly think, oh, we'll appoint Andy Butler because he's gone on a good run, because you never know when the honeymoon period's going to be over. So, Andy Butler would be good till the end of the season, and then next season, focus on getting a good manager, a proper, experienced manager. Paul Higginbottom, he knows what it's like to get through the playoffs. He's currently managing the Sheffield United under-23s after his recent stints at Leeds United and Hibernian not working out for him. And that's the worry for me with Higginbottom. Would it work for me? Would it work? And my answer to that would be, I don't know at this stage. What kind of players could he bring into this side with the board's backing? Because the board haven't not backed Darren Moore. They've not backed him. It's very clear they've not backed it. They've not backed him. They've backed him the past 2 windows. They've got the players he needs. It's not worked out in the last 5 games. We need, and I think a couple of fans were thinking, hang on a minute, if he's not going to change stuff, we need to change. And I like how the board's been very, very ruthless with this decision, by the way, before we go on about the rest of the manager candidates. I like how the board's been very ruthless with this. We haven't won in 5. We drew 1 in the last 5. We lost the other 4. And, we could have gone back on a good run, but if he's not going to change anything, then it wasn't going to change. So, I like how they've been very, very ruthless and said, no. We don't think it's going to change. We'll let you go to Sheffield Wednesday. You're gone. So, I think the board's been very ruthless in this decision, but, good luck to him at Sheffield Wednesday. I'll speak more about that at the end of the video, but, in a way, I find this to be a very ruthless board decision, but if change is going to come for the better, then thank God it will. But Higginbottom, I think that him overall could be a good manager, but it's just a case of, can he succeed where he didn't at Leeds and Hibernian? Nigel Atkins. Now, this one is one of my least 2 favourites, because, yes, he's an experienced manager. Yes, he's managed at the top level, at Championship level, at League One level. Yes, he's a great manager. I don't get me wrong, he's a great manager. He's a good, experienced manager. But I want to see attacking, fluent football like Darren Moore brought to the club. I don't want to see us go back to defensive, holding, possession football. I don't want to see us go through that. So, I would like to see us keep that attacking, fluent football going. I think Andy Butler will keep that until the end of the season, and then hopefully we'll bring in a new attacking coach. Nigel Atkins, for me, doesn't suit that playing style. Comment down below differently if you think so, but I don't think he does. And then Phil Parkinson. Come on. Phil Parkinson. After the job he's done at Sunderland and the job he's done at Bolton Wanderers, in my personal opinion, Phil Parkinson is one of the least managers I want to see at this club. One of them isn't named on this list. Another one is. And that is, of course, either Danny Cowley or Paul Cook. Now, Paul Cook could go to Ipswich. I mean, I did see on a Leyton Orient post that a fan said rumour is that Ross Embleton's going to go to Ipswich, but I don't believe that for a second. I think Paul Cook will probably go to Ipswich as part of their takeover now that Paul Lambert's been sacked, or left by mutual consent. And now the other one, Danny Cowley. This is the man I want. This is the man I personally want. Now, if I'm going for a dream purchase here, if I want someone on a cut price deal, someone who's a very unexpected move, I would have snatched Newcastle's old boss away from them. I would have snatched away Rafael Benitez. But Danny Cowley's the one I would want. Danny Cowley is the one I'd want, because I think Danny Cowley brings an exciting, fluent, attacking football. He brings a trophy-winning mentality. He brought that to Lincoln. He brought that to Braintree. I've followed Danny Cowley's career ever since 2015-2016 season in the National League when he was managing Braintree. Then he moved to Lincoln after getting Braintree to the playoffs beyond all expectations. Getting Lincoln 2 promotions in 3 years, and then leaving for Huddersfield. Tried to keep them up, did keep them up in the end, kind of. Didn't kind of work out for Danny Cowley at Huddersfield. And I think it's time out. I think it's time to bring Danny Cowley into the game. There is a couple of other managers, dream candidates, that I would like to see. Eddie Howe and Rafael Benitez. Now, Rafael Benitez is a trophy-winning manager. He's managed at the top level. He brings that attacking football. He'll work for a board that will back him to get us into the Championship and maybe even higher. And he'll bring in the quality needed to get out of this division and get out the next division up as well. Eddie Howe, former Bournemouth manager. I think it could be great. Imagine him and assistant manager Jason Tindall, the old Bournemouth manager from this season. That would be a dream partnership. Eddie Howe and Jason Tindall at Doncaster. They could bring the glory to Doncaster Rovers. 110%. A final candidate next season, and again, this is look at the former player kind of point of view. This kind of goes against what I was saying about Andy Butler. Don't risk it like Man United did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like Arsenal kind of did with Mikel Arteta. Don't risk it like Chelsea did with Frank Lampard. But there's one player that might take exception to that point about Andy Butler, and that is James Coppinger. Could he be the permanent Rovers manager? Is it written in the stars? Retires as a player this season, becomes a manager next season. I don't know. Comment down below your manager candidates in the comments down below. The final thing I want to say really is Darren Moore. I don't hold any grudges against you. You know, I think we were lucky to have you. I think that's what it was. It was like Ben Whiteman. We were lucky to keep him for so long. Then it was only a matter of time before he went. It was a bad run of form. I think there was a timing period where if it didn't change in the next few games, you had to go anyway. But I think the board, like I said, the board have been very ruthless with letting him go at this stage. But I think it's just a case of we need to change in order to keep ourselves in the top 6. We need to get better. So, my message to Darren Moore is thank you for the last 18 months, because you've brought that attacking fluent football back to Rovers. We've been crying for attacking football since the Sean O'Driscoll days. We've had these defensive managers like your Paul Dickoffs and your I can't even remember some of the other managers. I've forgot them already. You know, we've had the Dean Saunders and things like that. And, you know, we've been crying out for attacking football for ages, and you brought that to the club. You took over where Grant McCann left us. You left us in a heap, and you brought us up and rose us up from the ashes. And I know some people are going to be angry about you leaving. Me personally, I'm calm. I'm saying, you know what, it's a massive opportunity at Wednesday, especially to get a takeover. Go and flourish, go and enjoy it, because, you know, Sheffield Wednesday should be a wonderful experience for you. You are welcome back at Doncaster Rovers anytime. If it doesn't work out, you're welcome back anytime if we have to look for a new manager again. But I'm excited about the future. I'm really excited. I want to see Danny Cowley. I want to see Paul Cook. I want to see Rafael Benitez. I want to see Eddie Howe linked. I want to see other men. I mean, hell, I'd like to get Thierry Henry. Comment down below if you want Thierry Henry. He's left his post. He's left his post at Montreal. He's not going to be Bournemouth manager anymore. You know, it's Jonathan Woodgate to the end of the season. Comment down below if you want Thierry Henry managing this club. Comment down below. My 3 dream candidates would be Rafael Benitez, Eddie Howe and Thierry Henry. My 3 realistic candidates would be Danny Cowley, Paul Cook, and if I was to choose a third one, it would probably be between Butler and Coppinger. So, there we go. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Good luck to Darren Moore at Sheffield Wednesday. And come on, lads. Come on, Rovers. Let's rebuild. Let's pick ourselves up the ground. Use this as a platform to get top 6, to get top 4, to get top 2. Keep going forward. Keep ploughing on. And keep being the attacking Rovers that we know and love. Thank you very much, guys. My name is Darren Chandler from Forever Football DRFC. I'll see you guys later for the Portsmouth preview. And this has changed it massively. And thank you very much, guys. And that, my friends, is full time. Rovers till I die. Good luck, Darren Moore. Let's just get back on our feet and let's just keep ploughing on. Come on! Rovers till I die!